Hey everybody, what is up? Kevin Cage back with another video on the one and only XRP. If it's your first time to the channel, for that daily XRP news and info, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into this. So I have some interesting articles we're going to cover today, some interesting points from some of the bigger people in the XRP community, and just opinions that I think frankly are very important for all of us as investors to hear. And then I actually do want to talk about the Ledger Nanos. So again, guys, we have two different services with cold storage. And again, with the regulations coming, which I'll address, we need to get these, digital assets off of exchanges. You can do cold wallets, you can, cold storage, you can do different types of options. Now, this is the most expensive. This is my favorite, the Ledger Nano X. Now, a lot of you, again, we have links in the description. The Ledger Nano S is great and all. It's only like $50. It used to be the same price as what the X is selling at now. But again, with the market going down, the wallet choices have become a lot cheaper. The reason I do not like the Ledger Nano S is because it's, there's only like 3 different apps or 3 different types of cryptocurrencies you can hold on it at a single time. Whereas the Ledger Nano X, equivalent to like 2 S's, can hold up to 100 different types of cryptocurrencies. So again, I know a lot of you already have these, but again, links down in the description. Be sure to definitely secure your wallet. You have to emphasize and realize the importance of getting cryptos off exchanges. Exchanges are for 2 things: buying, trading. You do not hold. All right. You need a cold storage wallet. And again, the best available in the market are the Ledger Nano products, in my opinion. Now, with all these options, highly, highly recommend it. And what you have to realize is, if you're willing to buy these assets and lose them, these assets could potentially be valued at millions of dollars in the future. Why wouldn't you spend $50 or $100 to buy, one time and hold these assets forever? So just my thoughts. But let's get into the information. So start off with Cyflux on Twitter. So right here, and I just like these tweets because we all need to hear this. We need some perspective. So, oh my God, no price movement because of MoneyGram on XRapid. Pump the brakes. You do realize they had to do this because regulations, right? And again, they had to go use MoneyGram as a workaround due to the legal framework that's currently in place. And this is smart. They're succeeding, guys. This is what we want to see. We need to see this utility. All right. Again, this is the workaround for a settlement process. Who cares for the price? You apes, listen to me. This is going to destroy their competitors, and it's MoneyGram's competitors. Okay, the smaller time players. Again, Western Union's going to catch some attention and step up their game as well. Do you understand? Eventually, they will join or die. Forced adoption. Price comes after they see the potential in action. This is significant, and all you morons are selling from no immediate price action. You deserve to lose on the biggest upset in the financial system there has ever been. I'm here to hold, period. Q4 will be interesting. Q1 2020 regulations. By 2021, global domination. To 2025, full implementation. Just a guess. Now, this is full speculation. But again, I like the perspective. I like the patience. This is what investing's about. Whether, you're in digital assets, real estate, or even, just saving for your IRA or 401k. It doesn't happen overnight, guys. And I think we really, really underestimate the power of compounding interest. So thank you for that. And again, right here, by Cyflux again. Wow, negativity out of the ass. XRP FUD is insane. I'm sorry, many of you fed into the hype and the riddles. Now your unreal expectations are hitting you like bricks. Many of you cannot stomach another year of 30 cents. I'm sure of a mass sell-off is underway. And I agree. I think that a lot of people are going to leave the space. And that is great, in my opinion. It doesn't matter. The retail investors, they're just like you and I. We can capitalize off this. But again, this is why the poor stay poor. These are opportunities. XRP Neo on Twitter. It's so interesting to see how quiet they're able to keep Ripple and XRP. Just imagine if Twitter and other forums didn't exist like in the past. It would have been much harder to find out about all of this. All the great researchers would just have kept the info to themselves. Exactly. All these great forums we have today, whether it's Reddit, we have, Quora, we have different threads available, Twitter, platforms, YouTube, voice, everything. And then right here, and again, I'm going over a few of these points, and then I'm going to get into some actual news and developments in the XRP ecosystem. Mr. BXRP, the best part about tweets like mine is that the negative people can't contain themselves, and we get to see who they really are. Not everyone is going to the moon. Astronauts are special for a reason. Exactly. And if you're relatively new, you've been holding for 6 months or 18 months, that's still brand new in my opinion. And you're going to be special someday. I know that's very corny, but hey, it's my belief. Being an XRP investor is not easy, and I still believe we are unbelievably early, guys. While other kids are seeing returns, we see meetings, partnerships, and new avenues of future adoption. I'm not here for good returns, but for generational wealth. No matter how badly you want a baby, it takes 9 months. Be patient. All right? And I don't just want one baby, metaphorically speaking. I want a family. I want generational wealth. All right, and then again, DEAI, again, just talking about discovering digital assets with XRP in 2013 when things were really scary. And again, negative articles were written daily. And again, the progress we've made is unbelievable. So, see, he has some perspective. This guy knows what's what. And you don't necessarily have to know all the technology. You don't have to know the technological aspects. What you have to know is you have to know the fundamentals, and then know the true implications of all of this going on in the space. You have to have that wider view to see what's going on. All right, and almost done. That discovered assets, and then right here. So Ripple Wraith. So again, I actually made a tweet the other day. Let's see. So Ripple Wraith just says, he also agrees with the notion that no one should be looking at this like it's too good to be true. And we're talking about the XRP investment. These are things that are actually happening. If we try to push a boulder over the hill, the hardest part is crossing the threshold of the peak. We've just crossed the threshold. And I think he's referencing not only SBIVC, which is massive, 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 but MoneyGram now in full production, utilizing XRP for cross-border settlement. XRP is the primary partner for them. Guys, that is massive. 200 countries, 120 different types of currencies, billions of dollars a year. The second largest money transfer service in the world. And again, even as Cyflix was saying in that string, it's going to get attention from competitors because it's going to be saving them money. That's massive. All right, on to the actual news. Matthew Linney on Twitter, first prime brokerage on R3, and R3 is the Corda. They have the Corda blockchain, the open source platform. R3 is the giant banking consortium. They own a lot of XRP as well. So right here, a team of former the Royal Bank of Scotland, RBS, blockchain engineers and researchers has launched a platform for the trading and settlement of digital assets in collaboration with the London-based prime brokerage. And they go by Dazzle. Dazzle is, their acronym, but you can pronounce it by Dazzle. So Dazzle Shared Ledger helps provide high-speed bilateral transactions, back and forth, with full privacy between parties. BCB will hold clients' assets, fiat and crypto assets, and custody these assets and as a custodian, while mirrored trades will be conducted on Corda. Awesome. And then right here, Dazzle, as I've already said, built upon the Corda network, the open source public blockchain system developed by banking consortium R3. So you can check this article if you want. It just came out August 1st, 2019. Some additional information on BCB and Dazzle itself. But again, right here, Dazzle wants to assist those regulated FIs to be able to deal with digital assets. Right here, Corda-based Dazzle solution is the most robust and credible way forward for trading and payments that not only mitigates those risks, but also provides a scalable framework for the much more sophisticated financial instruments which lie ahead. And I say this in every video, we're going to see a lot more, tokenized assets and trading products online. We're going to see, exchange traded products as well using digital assets. And right here, David Rudder, and he's the CEO of R3, said he believed Corda was the ideal home for such next-generation markets, as it offered trading under the highest levels of privacy and security. We're confident that tokenization has potential to make rapid improvements to the way markets operate. BCB Group's work is making a significant contribution to this by setting up key brokerage infrastructure, making these nascent markets more appealing to investors. All right, so thank you, Matt Linney. And then BCB Group, again, I was just kind of reading a little bit, so I don't need to get into this. Sorry about that. And guys, I read so much. It is unbelievable. And again, I still watch, probably 10 XRP YouTubers. I still watch all of their content. I make time when I'm working or exercising or running errands, and I listen to it on 2x speed because I want to see what they're talking about as well. Great minds have to, learn to listen to everything and tickle different types of ideas. All right. And then this is this one cool guy. I think his name's Kevincage on Twitter. He just made a little tweet the other day. So with crypto regulations on the way, and we know they are coming, it's been, very well known. I want to be honest with all of you. I'm nervous about the outcome for many of the altcoins. Yes, even the top 100. Now, this is depending on how hard the US and other regulators decide to put down the hammer or the gavel. So, however, I'm liquidating everything in the XRP and, mostly into XRP so that I can sleep well at night. And I just want to emphasize that, guys. We know that regulations are coming. I still believe in a lot of other altcoins, but I just want all of you people, that are, holding some random altcoin that's ranked 330 or, 677 on CoinMarketCap. Honestly, I would expect the worst and hope for the best, because we are going to be clearing the space, getting rid of all the trash, and all of that. All those coins in that market capitalization will go right up to the top currencies. So I'm putting my money, my hard-earned money, into a safe haven and something I believe in. And again, you guys know I'm a believer in a lot of projects, but again, in my opinion, XRP, 99% guarantee for me. But the other ones that I still believe in, love the tech, if they really get things going in partnerships and actual utility, I see, a lot of upside in, ADA. I don't know. Sometimes, some other altcoins, I'm kind of hesitant to name them because I know a lot of people will jump down my throat. But, there's a good 10 or, 20 that I have my eye on or invest in. All right. And then next, I Am Legion. We're going to finish up with this. So, R3 Corda Instamatch Intraday Money Market Solution Part 2 XRP is implemented. So this is very, very cool. So right here, this is a cool website, xrprightnow.com. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, but I just kind of want to go through this quickly. Again, we got Yoshitaka Katao, and right here. All right. So basically, this tweet by Yoshitaka Katao of SBI translates to say more than 50 banks to trial operation of virtual currency XRP settlement. Keyword settlement as always, from the Corda settler. Implementation on the platform of the day, trading high 15 trillion yen. And again, 15 trillion yen is roughly $130 billion. That might not sound much to you guys, but that is substantial, especially when you're going back and forth and settling money. So why is this big news? The pilot is live. That's why. XRP has been implemented into the pilot of Corda Settler, where more than 50 banks are now testing XRP. Once these tests wrap up, you better bet your ass they're going live. Think about this for a second. 50 plus banks are testing XRP on Corda Settler. When these banks see how fast value is being moved around, and remember, this is not even related to Ripple the company. These are the big Wall Street boys getting involved. This is validation. You invested in the right asset. Oh, excuse me. When these banks see how fast value is being moved around and how cheap it is, what do you think their next steps are going to be? To go live with the platform after testing, of course. They need to. There's so many regulations and, promises they have to make for their clients as well. But again, this will trigger a snowball effect. 50 banks go live on Corda Settler with XRP as a settlement mechanism. Other banks get wind of how much they're saving, and then they run a test. And I've been saying this in every video. They see how well the test is and how much they're saving, so they go live and on and on and on. This trial operation is being conducted in distributed applications, dApps or dApps. And again, I actually distributed, or you could also argue and just say decentralized. I typically say decentralized, but again, decentralized technically means distributed in that manner. Integrating Corda Settler, which is a settlement API in order to provide quick settlement required for daytime transactions in the bank, family office, and public. It is said to be equipped with safety according to the EU General Data Protection Rule, GDPR, for liquidity exchange between institutional investors. Great article, and this was all written by this person right here. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, so I don't want to. Debajani Mohanty. I don't want to butcher that, so I apologize. But well-written article, so we appreciate it. And guys, as we can see here, let's check this out. Still sitting around here. Remember the all-time high, guys. If you round it and look at certain exchanges, Coin Paprika, XRP hit $3.84 with no utility, no on-ramps. The barrier to entry was high. There was no, and when I'm saying utility, there were very, very few partners. Of course, there were maybe Ripple partners, but then there was FUD back then saying they're only going to use X current. We've made so much progress today. Since even October of last year, XRapid being live, we have MoneyGram, a household name, being dropped. We have SBIVC, and I mean, they're linked to like 60% of the banks, if not 80% of the banks in Japan. Southeast Asia, we're impacting these, nascent markets, these emerging markets, even India. And this was back in the day. Ashish Birla of Ripple said that they had 50% of the banks already like in Ripple's pipeline or in partnerships in some degree. And again, Ripple's long-term vision. You've seen my videos. Ripple plus XRP is the secret sauce. Ripple does not succeed without the success of the XRP ecosystem. This is their value add. All right? So I just want to emphasize that. Please comment down below any concerns or questions you guys have. I welcome that. I welcome that. I really do. But I will try to address it when I can. I just don't have the time to answer everything. But you guys have to look long term, realize this is an investment. If you've been holding and it's been 30 cents for, even if it was 30 cents for 18 months, big deal. You guys are aware how the Amazon stock moved back in the day in the early 2000s? Go take a look. Those early internet companies were considered volatile. They were considered pyramid schemes. They were considered too risky. They were going to disappear. The internet's a fad. Look where they're at now. Risk versus reward. All right? And no offense to any other digital asset, but you're working with regulators. This is a sure thing. They are being respectful. They are writing open letters. I could not do it better. People question Ripple, what they're doing with their implementation of over-the-counter sales. Guys, I think there's a greater plan, and I'm just going to be flat out, right, and say that, they're smarter than me. They know what they're doing, and they have more business acumen and more business experience than I do. And I'm learning day in and day out. I am just commenting on what I'm seeing as a retail investor based on the fundamentals, and man, I am bullish. $3.84 on an average as the all-time high, even if you say the all-time high was only $3.30, who cares? I'm saying with utility, when, some utility kicks in, $10 is nothing. That's chump change. XRP is going to be $10 when, easily, when the price goes up. And I don't know when it'll go up, but when it goes up, it's going to go fast. And it's definitely going to go way beyond that as well. I'm very bullish long-term, and you guys already know that. I know a lot of you are too. And, it might seem too good to be true. Okay, sell at $10. That's fine. Make an exit goal. Do what you have to do. Do what's right for you. You can always de-risk, even if it goes back to $1 and you want to take profits. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research and make your own decisions. But I'm not selling anything. I'm just holding. Unless I had some family emergency and needed it, I'm holding this for life. I'm creating generational wealth. I'm going to be a philanthropist. I want to, develop some dApps in the ecosystem way beyond just the mere world of fintech. I want to make a difference, while I'm here. So again, guys, I appreciate the support. I love this XRP community. Thanks so much. And again, be sure to check out the Ledger Nanos, whatever one you have. If you're not protected, you're on Binance. For all United States citizens, Binance is shutting the doors temporarily in September. So get your money off those exchanges. Send it somewhere, even if it's Coinbase, even though I really don't like Coinbase. Send it there, secure it, or get it Ledger and hold it securely offline. And do not share anything with anybody about this. All right? And then I know the Binance exchange will be having the US, available soon. I'm excited to see that. And hopefully that'll be some competition for Coinbase. We need competition in this space to develop this innovation. But guys, with that, I'm getting an upgraded internet next week finally, so I can upload videos quickly instead of waiting hours and hours while I'm doing other things. So I'll be able to crank out more content and actually be way more productive with my research as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But with that, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks.